Russian and Belarusian athletes could be allowed to compete at the Paris 2024 Olympics after the International Olympic Committee said it will explore a pathway for their participation. Well, with me in the studio now is our reporter Sophia Batiza, who's been looking into this for us. So, Sophia, talk us through the IOC's decision.
So on Wednesday, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, said in a statement that no athlete should be prevented from competing just because of their passport, and that athletes from Russia and Belarus would be allowed to compete in the Olympics as neutral athletes. So this means that they wouldn't be able to compete under the national flags, but rather under the Olympic flag. Also, the committee stressed that the athletes should not have shown any sort of support for Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But, essentially, this means that Russia and Belarus could potentially compete in the Paris Olympics in 2024.
So what's the reaction been to this?
Well, there's been quite a bit of criticism already from Ukrainian athletes and from some human rights groups. Some of them have said in a statement that this decision shows that the Olympics Committee endorses Russia's brutal war and the invasion of Ukraine. Earlier this week, we also heard from Ukraine's President Zelensky, and he said that Russian athletes should have no place in the Paris Olympics.
So why do you think has the IOC made this decision now?
Well, it's a good point. The IOC said that this was a huge dilemma for them, that it had been hugely, massively politicized, and they received some pressure. On one hand, when Russia invaded Ukraine in last February, some sports bodies disqualified Russian athletes. They moved sports events, sponsors ended their contracts. But on the other hand, the IOC sees the Olympics, they see the Olympics as having this really important unifying mission. It's this very well-known international event where people from all over the world come together. And also, they feel that athletes who might have been preparing, training for this for their whole lives should not be punished, should not be penalized because of the war in Ukraine.
OK, Sophia, thank you very much for the latest on that.